I recently read Rental Hero, Insector, episode Regression, Last Passage, Regressing as the bastard of the Sword Clan, and Trait Hoarder. Here are my thoughts. Rental Hero is about Junwo Lee, who can completely copy someone's appearance in a world filled with heroes. He uses this ability to be a doppelganger for the hero while the hero is out saving the day, preventing people from uncovering their identity. But one day, while covering for an overpowered hero, the hero dies. So now he must pretend to be the hero while trying to figure out who the murderer is. With the premise, I thought it was just gonna be like Emperor Knights, where he would use his intelligence and cook up ways to deceive others into believing he is the strongest hero, but he magically also has the ability to steal the powers of people who dies. So it wasn't as cool to me since there were no stakes, since his powers are pretty overpowered because you can just copy the dead overpowered hero's abilities. Anyway, it was a cool manga. I did enjoy how his power system worked and the whole concept, because it never made sense to me how heroes like Spider-Man kept their identities for so long, especially from his friends, with so many obvious signs like the same voice, they're never in the same room, etc. Anyway, I rank it a C+ on the bingeability scale. Next up, Insector is a crazy manga about people turning into bugs, and these bug people believe they're the apex species and humans are their food. To combat this, a high school was born with the power to control black ants that can basically suit him up like Iron Man. Initially, I thought he was going after bugs because he has powers and wants to use them for good, but I was so wrong. These black ants are eating him up inside, and the only way to satiate their hunger is by feeding them bug people. So being a good guy is cool and all, but he's really doing it to prevent getting eaten alive by all those ants inside him. I enjoyed the overall story being told, but I really didn't like the way he got stronger. No cool training arc or grinding. He conveniently always finds power-up bugs to eat when he would fight someone stronger than himself. So just a weird gimmick. Anyway, I rank it a B on the bingeability scale. Next up is Absolute Regression. Absolute Regression has the best art in this lineup. It's basically a merm story about Mugiuk, who regrets his past and being unable to save his sect. So he regresses back in time to before his sect was destroyed. He's not taking this second chance for granted, straight up going for blood, killing anybody that might give him the hardest time for the smallest reason during this second run, and fixing his past relationships. The art was phenomenal. Each panel felt like it was gonna pop out, and I heard the artist who worked on it also worked on The Breaker, which is a well-received manga I haven't checked out yet, but I probably will after this. I rank it an A on the bingeability scale. I'm not usually a fan of Muram, but I'm really looking forward to the series and its captivating art style. Next up, Last Passage is a unique manga about Hyu Sin-yoon, who gets sent to a weird version of hell after he dies. There he needs to survive all types of weird things trying to kill him, like seductive sexy mermaids, giant killer skulls, an ocean that makes you forget everything, and a grim reaper who seems to have some sort of authority in that place. I'm really enjoying the journey the MC is on so far, especially how he's unraveling all the mysteries, learning how other people died to get there, and possibly finding a way to come back to life. It makes it a very interesting plot with all this mysterious mechanics happening all at the same time. I rank it an S on the bingeability scale. The next title is Regressing as the reincarnated bastard of the Sword Clan, which is pretty stupid for a title because it's way too damn long. Let me guess, the next manhwa title is going to be called Regressing as the reincarnated bastard while being isekai'd and transmigrated into a harem. Like, you can make it short and we can figure out the story as we read it, not give it like 20 words or something. But anyway, this manhwa is about Theo, a guy who let his whole clan die because he was too weak, but he magically gets the ability to regress and random overpowered abilities to prevent his mom and clan from dying. I liked the dragon system he was going on with his powers, but I just don't like how fast he's getting strong. Anyway, I'll probably drop this one, but I rank it a C- on the bingeability scale. And the last manhwa we have is Trait Hoarder. It's about a guy who plays a game and gets sucked into it. It kind of reminds me of Pick Me Up in the beginning, but now it just feels like an insult to Pick Me Up to compare them. The MC was pretty bland and predictable, with the reoccurring trend of him monologuing about something that happened in the game, doing stuff to prevent it from happening, and getting rich in the process. So a lot of pretty generic storylines and sequences that were in the story, and which made me rank it F tier, and I'm dropping it immediately because I did not find anything interesting about this one.